Good morning, my friends. Welcome back. Beautiful day here. I've been busy, so you know how that always goes. Always on the road. Okay. Ray Stevens. So I always liked Ray Stevens. I liked him and Bockwinkel together, and everybody knows I think Bockwinkel was the greatest world champion. Um, him and Ray, especially and even in their older age. I mean, you figure in the '80s and what have you, they still wrestled really great. I mean, they would. I mean, I think they were just as almost good as the Rock and Roll Express. And I don't think people. It's a shame that the AWA was starting to die off at that time, and I don't think people understood the talents that they had. But I think they were really good. The first OWC belt. No, it was not the big gold. Thank you, buddy. Was not the big red. It was actually this little guy here. Was the first OWC belt. So it's the Holy Grail or whatever you want to call it. So first OWC belt was a Philadelphia weight class belt that we originally used it for, and then Big Sosh was our first champion, and we didn't have a belt, so this is what we wound up using until the big red belt was made, and that's just hanging on the wall in there. But this went through some battles too, especially with Major Chaos, especially him and the Clown. They had some great battles for this guy. And Tojo Yamamoto. I was surprised to hear somebody actually ask about him because not too many people ever do ask. And I always liked Tojo. I was at his memorial when they did the show in Tennessee after he died. It was an MCW show. And what is your favorite OC champion? Who is my favorite? I think the Jet, and I don't want Freight Train to be mad, but I think it's the Jet was my favorite champ. He was good. He was good, and and it's a shame if you go back and it's somewhere on this page. If you look at the title match, how he lost the belt was not, you know, we were very particular because we were facing, we were doing underground fights, and at that time it wasn't the right thing to do, in closed sessions. And so yeah, I was saying about Tojo, and he, I think when he went to the USWA, people see him as that less than his ability. But back in the day, he was pretty tough, man. He was real tough, and I liked him. And so we got Paul Orndorff. I like Paul Orndorff. I wish they would have made him champion. I wish they would have made Hogan chase him. I think he should have had a better run. And they did that with Savage. I think if they would have let him drop the belt to Savage and let Savage, when he first came in, run with it, I think the feud would have went a lot farther. And Hogan just always squashing everybody. I don't think that was a good idea. And I just, what are you gonna do? I don't make the rules, but Savage, when he come in, he was a force, man. He was a brute. He should have just they should have just let him have the title. So, all right, like I said, Ray Stevens, he even come back for a little bit to help, I guess, dig out the old AWA before it fell, and well, him and Pat Patterson were a great tag team. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to take up too much time, as I always say. I love you guys, and keep in touch.